Hola, welcome to Butterfly Spanish. Bienvenidos a Butterfly Spanish. Me llamo Ana y en la clase de hoy we're going to learn the verb to go in Spanish. Vamos a aprender el verbo ir en español. Muy bien. First, I'm going to tell you why I want to teach you this verb. Well, this verb is very important in Spanish. We use it all the time. If you get this verb right, your vocabulary will improve a lot. Also, because native speakers have certain ways to say things, and they use this verb very often. That's what I'm going to teach you this verb. I'm going to teach you the verb, the conjugation, its tricks. It's a very tricky Spanish verb. One of those like you might not like very often, but you like it after this class. And second, I'm going to teach you some rules or structures that will make you think, oh, I can ask this like this, or I can use this verb like that. Ways to use this verb. These ways are used by native speakers, so it'll be very helpful for you to learn this verb. Okay, so let's get to the point. First, we're going to go to the conjugation. Then I'm going to show you some examples, and then I'm going to show you some structures. And finally, I'm going to teach you some good phrases that are going to be so useful, and your Spanish is going to improve a lot. Let's start. This verb, the verb to go, ir. Ir. Now, if you remember, in Spanish, we have a conjugation and different pronouns for I, you, he, she, it, they, we, you, plural. And in Spanish, each person has to match with the verb, right? We don't use I go, you go, he goes, a little bit different. They go, you go. That's the same, right? In Spanish, if you remember, it's yo and something, you and something, he, she, it and something, plural, you, you singular, formal, and something. So each noun, each pronoun is going to match the verb. That's why they can get a little bit more complicated. But I'm going to teach you and you're going to learn. So let's start. We're going to start with yo voy. Yo voy. Tú vas. Tú vas. Él va. Él va. Ella va. Ella va. Usted, remember, formal, usted va. Nosotros vamos. We go. In Spain they say vosotros vais. Vosotros vais. Ustedes van. Ellos van. Ellas van. Very good. So you're probably now, okay, Butterfly, you're going to repeat and read everything that is on the whiteboard. No, I'm not going to. But I just said it because I want you to practice your pronunciation. And I want to get those sounds right. That's what I did it. Now, if you see, then you're going to think, what does voy, va, has to do with the verb ir? Geez, Butterfly, you're making a mistake. Maybe it's the wrong verb you're using. Well, that's what I told you. This verb is rebellious. This verb is tricky. This verb wants to trick you, so don't let it do it. You have to master it, you have to learn and manipulate it and memorize it. Yes, this is the conjugation in present. In present of the verb ir. When I say I go, in Spanish I would say yo voy. When I say he goes, in Spanish you're going to say él va. When I say she goes, ella va. Do you understand? So this is why this verb is a little bit irregular. And now, this verb is irregular and is rebellious, not only because the root form, the infinitive form, is a little bit different when we conjugate it. It is also rebellious because I think this verb is a little bit like me. Like in the past I was something, and then in the future I want to be something else. And then when I think of I wanted to do with my dreams, then I was thinking about something else. And it's like every time my brain travels in time, I change. All humans change, right? So this verb is like that unstable, irregular verb that goes from present and past and it changes. But don't let it, because even though you will see like, so you're irregular, you're making things more complicated, you'll see that there are some roots, some ways that it makes sense. So what I did, I want you to first go to your book and see the conjugation and the tenses of the verb ir, el verbo ir, and see how you can find actually roots, rules, structures. So for example, when you say in preterite, yo, in present you say yo voy, right? But if I did it yesterday, you will say yo fui. But if you're telling a story, you're going to say yo iba. But you're going to thinking about something that someone wants you to do, you will say yo vaya. And so, yes, these are all the tenses for this verb. And they change so much, right? That's what I told you. Like it just changes from time to time, depending on where you're using it. But don't worry, because if you see kind of a root goes through it, you can say fu, 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 and just the endings change. Now, I don't want to make things complicated here. This is part of a more complicated lesson. Today, I'm going to teach you this and how to use this verb so that you can get vocabulary, grammar, structures, and ways to use this verb. Okay, so let's put this aside and wait for our next lesson when things get más complicadas, más difíciles, more difficult, más complicadas, more complicated. You gotta get that, right? It's almost the same. So we're going to focus on that. And so in Spanish, we use the verb to go, el verbo ir, very often because we always say, I'm going to the market, I'm going shopping, I'm going to eat, I'm going to sleep. You always like, it's an action like that is happening all the time, right? That's why you need to use that. That's why you use that verb all the time. And so I wrote some rules that you can use to use this verb. So you can say, for example, voy, and you can add the preposition a, and then you can add the verb in infinitive. Infinitive, what is an infinitive? Un infinitivo, do you remember? Do you remember my last lesson? What did I teach you? Infinitives? Well, the infinitives, so okay, the verbs in Spanish are divided in 3 classes, okay? 3 big worlds of verbs. The world of the verbs that end with ar, such as caminar. The world of the verbs that end with such as correr. And the verbs, the universe of verbs that end with ir, such as salir, when you're leaving, salir. Do you understand? That's the root. That's like saying to go, to sing, to jump, to run. You say to and the verb, that's an infinitive. Well, in Spanish, that infinitive, it's an equivalent of ar, ir. Okay? This is a rule when you say, I'm going to walk, or I'm going for a walk. Voy a salir. Voy a salir. Voy a correr. Voy a caminar. Voy a caminar. But there is another way, and that's what I put a red line here, in which you can say, yo voy a ir a visitar a mi hermana. I'm going to visit my sister. Voy a ir a visitar. So you're using voy in present, then you're adding the preposition a, and then you're using the infinitive of this verb, which is ir. Do you understand? Okay. Voy a ir a comer. Voy a ir a cenar. Now, what's the difference if I say voy a cenar, voy a leer, voy a ir a cenar, voy a ir a leer? What's the difference? I'm adding a verb there. I'm adding an infinitive. I'm adding the ir in one example, and I'm using the I'm adding it, and I'm not adding it in one example and the other. What's the difference? Well, the difference is that when you're going to specify voy a ir, you have to use a time frame. So, for example, right now, voy a leer. So, I'll be back because I'm going to read. Voy a leer. I'm going to stop my class right now. I'm going to read. And voy a leer. Right now, I'm going for a walk. I got sick of teaching this lesson, so I'm just going for a walk. Voy a caminar. I'll see you later. See? And if I say, oh, mañana voy a ir a caminar por el parque. Mañana. No, wait. But el martes, este martes, which means este martes means this Tuesday. Este martes. Este martes voy a ir a la playa. I'm going to the beach this Tuesday. Wait a second, but la próxima semana, next week, la próxima semana voy a ir al cine. Voy a ver Mad Max. Sí, Mad Max. Do you see what I'm using? La próxima semana, time frame, el tiempo, la cláusula de tiempo. La próxima semana voy a ir al cine. I'm going to the movie theater. La próxima semana voy a ir al cine. Now, I'm already transporting myself next week, la próxima semana. But once I'm there, I'm going to say, voy a ver, it's with er, voy a ver Mad Max. Do you see? When you're using this verb, the present of the verb ir, and then the preposition a, and then the infinitive, which could be ir in any other infinitive, you most likely need a time frame. When you're using just I'm going to read, it doesn't mean that you're going to do it in the future, right? It means you're doing it right now, or you're doing it in a few minutes, but not tomorrow, not on Monday, not next week, or next month. Is that clear? So, for example, if I ask you, where are you going? Where are you going? Where are you going? ¿A dónde vas? ¿A dónde vas? It's probably because I'm leaving. ¿A dónde vas? Or probably because I have my purse and I just look like all dressed up and I'm leaving. ¿A dónde vas? Voy a comer algo. Voy a tomar un café. Voy a caminar un rato. I'm going for a walk, a little walk. I'm going for a coffee, right? I'm saying voy a, and then right away the infinitive. But if you say, if you say, ¿qué vas a hacer hoy? What are you doing today? ¿Qué vas a hacer hoy? Like, what's your plan today? ¿Qué vas a hacer hoy? Voy a ir al mercado. I'm going to go to the market. I'm going to wash my clothes. Voy a lavar mi ropa. I'm going to maybe wash my dishes. I've got muchos platos sucios. I'm going to wash my dishes. Voy a lavar los platos. But if you ask me, what are your plans? Like, what are you planning? What are your plans? Oh, well, next year, el próximo año, voy a ir a España. I'm going to Spain next year. Voy a ir, not voy a, an infinitive. Voy a ir a voy a ir a visitar, voy a ir a visitar el Museo de Gaudí next year. Now, next month, voy a ir, maybe next, I don't know what I'm going to do next month. Voy a ir a caminar en las montañas de México. Voy a ir a caminar, voy a ir a pasear en México. Do you understand? So one is voy a, an infinitive, and one is voy a ir, and you have to transport yourself. Is this something that you're doing right now? Then you say voy a. If there's something you're gonna do next year or next month, or you're encapsulating in a time frame, then you're gonna say voy a ir. Okay, very good. I hope you understand this. And now just to go over this, hoy, time frames will be hoy, today, mañana, tomorrow, this morning, this evening, or tonight, esta mañana, esta tarde, o esta noche. Esta noche voy a ir a cenar. Tonight, I'm going for dinner. Esta noche voy a ir a cenar. Este lunes voy a ir a la escuela. Voy a ir a estudiar a la biblioteca. I'm going to study in the library. This Monday, I'm going to study in the library. Voy a ir a estudiar a la biblioteca. Next Thursday, el próximo jueves, I don't know what I'm going to do el próximo jueves. It's too far for me. But you might make it up and say, el próximo jueves voy a ir a correr por el Parque Nacional. Do you understand? Very good. So what I wanted to tell you is pretty much that this is an irregular verb because when you see the root form and you see how it transforms itself, yo voy, tú vas, en presente, correcto, él va, nosotros vamos, vosotros vais, ellos van. And then if you see the tenses, it's the same verb, ir. That's irregular because if you go, for example, I'm going to move a little bit here, caminar, el verbo caminar. Yo camino, tú caminas, él camina, nosotros caminamos, ustedes caminan. And if you see the verb correr, you go correr. Yo corro, tú corres, él corre, nosotros corremos, ustedes, ellos, ellas corren. Huh. Same here, right? Salir. That's an irregular verb. So let's see, vivir. Vivir. Yo vivo, tú vives, él vive, nosotros vivimos, ellos viven. Now with these verbs, what happens? What happens is that when they go to these tenses, preterite, imperfect, and in the subjunctive, they are going to be almost the same. Just the end is going to change. But the root is going to be the same. The root is going to be the same. Camin, 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 cor, 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 cor. In all tenses. That's why this verb is irregular, and these are not. But if you want to learn more about verbs, just wait for my lessons that I'm preparing with all my love, my lessons of verbs, awesome verbs in Spanish. Don't miss it. It's going to be amazing. I'm preparing it slowly. Get ready for my class about verbs. I hope you understand this lesson. Please ask me questions, and I'll see you next class. Buenas noches. Adiós.